I remember Bri came on and I'm just thinking, oh my God. I was just thinking I'm paying my old teacher.
This is test match week, okay? So let's make sure our preparation is the very best it can be. Let's set the standard in this session for the rest of the week, and then we'll build it through as we go. It proper starts today, yeah? Those are the areas we want to cover: attack, defence, set piece, breakdown. Break yourselves into groups, 20 minutes, and then each group, literally 3 minutes presenting back. Everybody okay with that? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, fire away.
Keep Hope out tight on her ear.
But then in order to get into the win in this game, I think
Yeah, and she played
Zachary at the base of scrum is probably their biggest threat.
We obviously want to keep our breakdown really neat, and then we can still play our game plan, still play it wide, and we'll find loads of spaces.
Yeah. All right, well done, girls. Good stuff.
I met Bri in school when she joined my school as a teacher. School was in Crystal Palace in South London.
I did my PGCE in Exeter and I was looking for my first teaching job, and it was as a newly qualified teacher, and there was a job at Harris City Academy Crystal Palace that I applied for, and then I met you in year 10, and then I spent 3 or 4 years there. The school didn't have a reputation for rugby, but it definitely had a reputation for sport. That's where you became standout in, was the athletics, the shot put, and like the 300 metre. I remember we'd always enter English schools and we'd go everywhere, and often kids would do 2 events and I knew Sadia was going to mop up at the 300 and then come back and mop up at the shot put. So athletically she was always going to be an awesome rugby player, and then I think it was just the knowledge, the exposure to it, and then a bit of the attitude. I think I always remember Poppy saying to me that when she first took over and started coaching the academy, he said, oh, I was trying to make them do some fitness, and Sadia just eye-rolled me and looked at me. So from then it was that, but we always knew that athletically she was there. It was the knowledge and just game time, like you hadn't played that much rugby.
Yeah. Bri taught me in lessons as well as practical lessons. She taught me in the classroom. And I feel like I have a vague memory of her sending people out of the classroom. I never got told off by Bri, so.
I wouldn't tell Sadia off. She was playing in the rugby team.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn up.
If I needed anyone, a netballer or a basketball player, I'd hoik you out of history or something. No, you don't do that. If you're a PE teacher out there, that is not the dumb thing to do. This is classroom. You've done something annoying and naughty, right? Sadia, wait, if you throw the pen across the classroom like that again, yeah, I'm going to have to give you your first warning. Let's see if you can change your behaviour. Yeah, keep the pen in your hand and finish your work. Yeah, should we try that? Okay, perfect. Thanks, Sadia.
God.
That was my teacher voice. No, don't. I always fear what's on, like, Rate My Teacher. I always think, I hope I'm not out there somewhere. And if anyone's watching, do not put me on Rate My Teacher.
I remember the first game when I was at Richmond. We weren't the strongest team in the league at this point, and we were playing Sarries. And then Brian came on, and I'm just thinking, oh my God. I was just thinking, I'm playing my old teacher.
I just remember always encountering you. Whenever I got the ball, or didn't have the ball, it was always Sadia opposite me. For me personally, to have gone to a school and teach someone the game of rugby and what I love, which is rugby, and to put that passion into someone else and to get them to follow in our footsteps, to really want to chase the dream of being a professional athlete or just being an elite athlete. There's so many girls out there in schools like ours who are gifted at sport and should be playing in the elite level, should be pursuing these dreams. So the fact that I can say that I had that part to play in Sadia's journey is epic. Teaching can be tough. It can be lonely, it can be a tough place when you're in a classroom with 30 kids, and often girls are at a situation where they don't want to play sport and they don't want to take part, and they forget their kit and their mum's written them this note. See, yeah, Sadia knows. And you've got to be there, and you've got to be motivating them and pushing them to pursue the things that they love to do or don't love to do at the time. But if other teachers out there can see this and know that there might be a kid that you're teaching right now like Sadia who's going to go on and represent their country, and the start of what is your career is truly inspirational, so hopefully they can see that and take that forward into their job.
I always liked playing rugby, but I never, someone like me coming from London where rugby was not a big thing, especially in my school, in my area, but then seeing Bri make it into the England squad, that put it in the back of my head that was something I could do, or just something someone could do, not even me necessarily, but England international dreams for rugby was never a thing for me. To see someone who was right there, do it, definitely spurred me on to get to that place. And Brian encouraged me to go outside of school, join a Prem club. So yeah, she was definitely a huge catalyst in my journey. Some might say inspiration, but yeah.
So for England and for the USA, some final steps towards the plane.
Crowd is epic, and what an opportunity on the back of lots of weeks of hard work in pre-season to put it all into practice and have some fun on the field.
First big set piece for England. A scrum that was dominant in the Six Nations. Drives forward here, wins the penalty. Hunt goes on her own, scores. Away to 𝐀𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐢𝐚, intercepted. This is going to be a try. Very few stop Jess Breach when they give her an inch. Bottoman played up for O'Donnell. Hunt has Aldcroft up in support, finds a nice line, and again Hunt can keep it going. More red shirts than blue shirts, and the significant one worn by Claudia McDonald. Nick James trucks it up. That's been turned over, however. And here goes Jess Breach, and the Jess Express in full steam.
Back our line speed a little bit. Remember, we're here to push ourselves today. It's really important. Back the line speed a little bit. Let's get after them. Okay?
And again, Harrison, this is better from England. A little bit more pace on the recycling, creating the space for McDonald, weaving, scoring. Gives it away, and Infante as England stretch and press and score, and 𝐬𝐚𝐤𝐬𝐿 with the bouncing ball.
So proud of you. So proud of you. At least we got that.
good to get the first one in the bank.
Well, yeah.